Hello gamers and welcome back to Let's Play Ash of Gods. The long road lies ahead, but the roaming mania might make it shorter. Only one option, the camera path. Okay, that's nothing. I can manage. Good thing is this group still has some Strixes. Let's go. A small group of oddly clothed people attracts your attention. The garments were surely made in Burkana. Rather than using the road, they move alongside it, hiding in the hollows and hills. They are not happy to be noticed. Their leader signals and the strangers quickly take to the road. You are surrounded. All of them are well-armed warriors. Their leader seems fearless but suspicious. He surely isn't familiar with your clothes and appearance. Who are you? He asks, especially you. What clothes are these? Enter the conversation. You answer calmly, sure that you'll easily best your opponent in quickness. I'm from the Shadow Clan, an icon. Have you heard of us? This garb is normal for icons. These are my companions. The leader turns, squinting. He thinks his warriors are stronger. I've met not even one, though I've heard rumors. But your land is far away. What's an icon doing on the road from Phrygia? What's your business and how did you get here? Let's say that we are saving these people and ourselves. Who are you saving them from? Who's a threat to an icon? They say icons are invincible. That we're no match for an army, or during a reaping anyone can be dangerous. Do we really look like bandits? Asks the stranger, cocking his brow. Your gestures, way of speaking and your clothes make me think that you are Burkanan. You tell the stranger and his squad. I'm beginning to believe that you are spies. I just don't understand what knowledge you seek. I heard that 3 legions are gathering near the tribal mania, but haven't seen any armies. The stranger regards you curiously. That's important news about the Frisian legions, I mean. But we came here for another reason. Didn't you hear anything about them building the bridge across the Great Abyss? There are rumors of Frisians trying to cross that Great Abyss and strike Burkana in its unguarded belly. What say you? You shook your head. It's impossible. Many leagues of the bottomless abyss are poisoned with toxic smoke. The high peaks of the Milky Mountains are on the Burkanan side. It's a decoy. There are no such rumors in Phrygia. You should wait for the troops in the Vale of Mercy. The stranger looks at you for a moment, nods and signals the warriors accompanying him. They turn and leave, disappearing into the nearest hollow. Let's continue. Scavenger bird. Okay, I've lost Strixes. Scavenger birds circle overhead. You can see something dark in the desert haze. It looks like a rider lying on the ground. The birds haven't landed. The poor fellow must still be alive. Let's send one to investigate. Oh no, you asked who's willing to dump. Doom volunteers and approaches the body, then suddenly turns, waving a hand, and falls to the ground. You run to help. You see a Frisian whose rank is at least captain. You can tell by the captain's insignia with the strix around his neck and the fat purse on his belt. It looks like he fought off the bandits but didn't get far because of his wounds. He holds an unarmed crossbow. Doom vomits, curses, removing the crossbow bolt from the wounded arm. The wound isn't fatal but bleeds freely. You finish the Frisian off without further delay. Doom shivers. You're a tough one, Icon. Wish you hadn't killed him though. That was his last bolt. You shake your head and point to the knife clutched in the Frisian's other hand. This warrior was ready to defend himself until the very end. We showed mercy and respect when we killed him. Let's continue. At least I've received some gold. You're suddenly aware of a buzzing sound and spot a small tornado on the horizon. The buzzing in your head intensifies. As the tornado approaches, you are amazed to discover that it isn't a desert whirlwind. It's a man spinning on one foot and pushing with the other. The immense power flowing through you makes it hard to remain standing. The words of your mentor come rushing back. Warrior, someday you may come to become so powerful that you no longer need your sword. Enemies will fall to their knees at the sight of you, but beware, friends may become scarce. Though what use are friends to an icon? You attempt to approach the dancer, but stop short a dozen paces away. Reed almost falls to her knees beside you. You just want to close your eyes and fly away. Let's ask Reed her about the dancer. The strange dancer spinning enchants you. You finally manage to ask Reed why you hadn't heard of this before. Who is it? There aren't many who saw him, Reed replies, and very few will remember him before long. Meeting him is a great blessing. The Kimras say that he's a dervish, a mad monk, who appeared the same day as star fell from the sky. They say it's as tough the triumph himself spins, the wheel of life and death, making it impossible for the world to exist. But the luck he brings is like a golden coin in the abyss. Reed continues. Not everyone can get it. They say many have fallen unto their deaths. You do understand, right? Let's approach him. You grit your teeth, watching the magic dancer. Nothing can stop a warrior of peace. You take 2 difficult steps forward, feeling the stones inside you begin to burn. Your sight and hearing start to fail as the world around you becomes opaque. Let's draw closer once. Okay. You've never encountered such challenges before. You take 3 steps forward and feel yourself leave your body. It's like your body doesn't even exist. So why can you still feel blood flowing from your nose and ears? Let's take a few more steps. Okay, let's actually take the final steps. Could it be that you've reached your destination? You're very close to the man you seek. He's spinning and standing in one place. At the same time, you hear his voice. It's not the right time, little Lo. There's still strength to hold on. I'm happy, little Lo, that some of you still have the strength to seek and to act. You feel the warmth of childhood, even though you can't remember the details of your younger years. As your senses return, you feel healthy and strong. Your companions feel great too, but nobody remembers what happened. Party injury level decreased by 3. Now that's obviously great. We're about to reach the Black Obelisk. We need to get to the roaming mania. So Torture Stockade, Shepherd's Shelter, the Monk's Path, a Grim Prison. The shelter obviously is quite nice. An ancient tower. Let's actually take the Monk's Path. The mostly unused path from the Vale of Mercy to the Triple Mania. Known for its shady valleys where wolves and gals lie in wait for careless travelers. Here we go. The pungent stench of blood, shit and entrails assaults you. Getting closer, you hear people moaning. You reach a narrow valley and see a gruesome sight. About 24 visions and some other warriors have been staked to the ground, arranged in the shape of a giant snake whose skin pattern is laid out with the victims' intestines. That's very delicious. The victims' bellies are cut open, guts pulled out and tied together. Some unfortunate souls are still alive, but they were all alive when the rite was performed. It sickens your companions. You're fixated by the space inside the ghastly serpent's coil. There are 14 blood-soaked boulders. It's clearly vengeance for the death of a rather high-ranking icon. Your companions look at you, puzzled. Let's take a look around. Ignoring your companions, you assess the victims. Those who can still see thresh as you approach, drawing their final breaths. As you expected, 2 icons are among the Frisians. They've been flayed, and their sacrificial stones have been cut out, leaving 8 wounds per body. These were warriors of wisdom who were protecting one of the counselors, but failed. Does your party need to know this? Let's keep the story to ourselves. No need to kill the ones that are still alive, you tell your companions. They are beyond feeling pain. It's a ritual we shouldn't interrupt. Whoever is responsible is powerful enough to do the same to us. We should get out of here as soon as possible. Ruhr tries to cheer everyone up with an anecdote, but you interrupt him. You tell him to stay alert. Unless he wants to be gutted like those poor sots, he shuts up. Loyalty decreased, unfortunately. Let's continue on the Monk's Path. There's a heavily loaded wagon on the road ahead of you, drawn by sluggish mules and guarded by a small band of visions. Your presence makes them uneasy. The coachman takes a closer look at you. Goodness gracious, he exclaims. Another one. I saw one of your kind just this past week. You're an icon, right? Of course, all kinds of folk around here these days. Gals, Frisians, Vendel, the Kimra, and now an icon. Let's ask him about the icon. You take a closer look at the coachman. He smiles, but his eyes are cunning. There are no icons around here. I'd hear about it if some came through. How are you doing for coins, icon? The coachman touches the purse on his belt. I'll bet you a gold coin that your kinsman is staying in our stockade, he says. It's right around the corner. Reed draws closer and whispers. The Frisian is up to something. We'll reach another stockade in a day's journey, but it's got a bad reputation. The coachman lashes his mule. We are heading the same direction. Care to wager? What do you say? All right, it's a bet, you say with interest. Keep in mind, though, I always collect what's owed. You reach the stockade and walk up to the gate, squinting at the tall wall. A fresh corpse hangs among the dried bodies. The victim is a young icon. Your vision darkens for a moment. The sacrificial stones have been cut from his body. His ears, eyes, tongue, and nose have been ripped out, his loins cauterized. The coachman slides off his wagon with a wink. Do you remember our bet? I'll be collecting my gold coin soon, but first let me open the gate. You hear the coachman yell for the guards to open the gate, but their intent is clear. The guards are going to try and hang you next to the man on the wall. You take a few steps back to make room for a fight. The gate is now open. Where are you going, icon? Asks the coachman. Why the rush? You'll be hanging on the wall next to your brothers soon enough. We shall see about that. Yeah, I think I'll fight with that setup. Well, this gives... let us give Low Fang some more. Why can't I? Oh, it's an amulet thing. Let's give her some more energy. Let's fight. Okay, here we go. Let's dish out some damage. Okay. Maybe her next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 14 health. No. There we go. He can already attack, but I'll wait with him a little bit. Okay, he actually can't, and she can't. Would he be able to attack? Ish. Let's do rebound, just in case. Okay. And turn. Okay, they are attacking my icon. To health and reduce attack. Increase my energy. Sunburn. That might be a nice option. 60 damage. Let's actually do that. He'll be dead. He's got quite a lot of health. He's going to attack. No? Oh yes. That hurt. But it allows me to attack with her. 9 attack and stun the target. I actually want her. Yeah, let's actually stand in front of them. Let's attack health. Unfortunately, he can't really do anything. There's no spell I can cast yet. Let's end the turn. Okay, now I can actually do something. 9 damage won't be enough to kill. What about you? Could you kill him? Deal 7 damage and increase my attack. Deal 11 damage. Stun my target and push it back. What about you? 7 damage and increase my health. Let's do that. Okay. He's going to shoot. Oh shite. Not good at all. Reduce health by 10 to all enemy units and energy by 5 to party members. That's an awesome card. Let's do it. These guys are almost dead, but unfortunately only almost. I can shoot at that unit, but I need to walk past, so I think I'll act with her first. This guy would die. Or I act with her and attack this one. It's maybe even better. Stun this one. But actually go here. She's about to get knocked out anyway. Okay, they really deal a lot of damage. Okay, one less. And he's going to kill her. As expected. But now he can actually attack. Deal 11 damage. 11 is not enough. So let's just attack and increase our attack level. Okay, he's committed suicide. Could I reach this one? I could. Let's do it. Okay, that was rather stupid, to be honest. Let's go for the Furious Strike, which should kill him. And he won't be able to attack her, so she'll stay alive. He won't be able to kill her, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Power Strike. Deal 28 damage. Lose some health and he's gone. Au revoir. Victory. 15 strictures, 1000 gold, some transformation, and 2 level ups. 3. Afterwards, you find the coachman hiding behind the stockade gate. Open up and collect your winnings, you yell. If you don't, I'll come inside and make you regret opposing me. The shuddering coachman opens the gate and falls to his knees before you, wiping tears from his face. You toss him a gold coin before piercing him with your blade. In the end, a quick death was the best you could expect. You never promised he'd live. You stop before the stockade gate and signal your companions. Don't follow me, I'm going in alone. You exit to the small unpaved courtyard. It'll serve your purpose. You inspect the prison and the barracks. They are wooden, also satisfactory. The only problem is the ingrained scent of old blood and feces. That's about to change though. You approach the awning before the barracks and listen carefully. Yes, there are living souls in this fortress. Not prisoners, but guards and executors. They crouch in every corner, vainly trying to hide. You find the fat storeroom clerk in the first room you check. You learn where the sacrificial stones carved from the icon's body are hidden, and stash them in a pouch around your neck. After this, you enter a state of complete inner peace. You walk from room to room, transforming the stockade's inhabitants into wheezing, crawling vermin. None accept a quick, merciful death. Instead, they foolishly crawl to the courtyard. You check the prison cells to make sure nobody's held captive there. As for the hard-working torturers, whatever punishment you devise will be much more humane than the things they've done here. Take the icon's body off the wall first, trace the design in the yard first, or get the stakes ready first. Let's get the stakes ready first. First, you go to the storeroom. You find a decent hammer and hundreds of sharp wooden stakes. Next, you remove the icon's body from the fortification wall. His nails have been ripped out, as if hanging him there weren't enough. Finally, stepping on wheezing bodies, you descend to the yard and trace a layout in the dirt. You then prepare for a grueling task that you've performed once before, when a Pelion horde massacred a coastal village, accidentally killing an icon's fisherman's son. On that occasion, you weren't easy on their children and simply slayed them. Nothing will be simple now. You drag the living wounded closer together and pin them to the ground with wooden stakes. They writhe in pain, but are unable to scream. The worst is yet to come. Slicing their bellies open, you arrange their intestines to form the pattern of a great serpent's skin. Each sacrifice honors the ship that saved your people. Your companions are horrified. They stare at your hands, already clean, and the smoke's rising behind you. They didn't see what you did, but they didn't have to. A wave of terror from the voiceless crucified, disemboweled, and immolated is so powerful that it affects you. Even you. You just smile. Let's get going. Loading. Okay. I think that's a good moment to end this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until then, bye for now.